Hello everyone and welcome to this game of the week. This is going to be between AM and a few other players, which I'll introduce now. So first let's introduce AM team, purple, blue, green. So on the right flank we have in purple MBL playing as the Aztecs. In blue we have Heart playing as the Turks. In green we have Hera playing as the Huns. The newest addition to AM. For the other team, we have Dogao playing as the Teutons. In yellow, we have Fëanor playing as the Vietnamese. And in red, we have Melkor playing as the Persians. So two of these members are members of Heresy, and they're the brothers, Fëanor and Melkor. And Dogao is going to team up with them. We could just call this, we'll call this, oh, I don't know. We'll call this the Brothers team. And yeah, so this is a 3 versus 3 played earlier in the week. We have some interesting civilizations. These are probably random civilizations. Any stealing going on? It looks like Dogao's going to try to steal some of the resources of Hera. I'll keep an eye out, see if that's going to be successful. Dogao almost losing a little HP on his scout. Let's take a look at the civilization matchups. Actually, we do have a steal from MBL. Of course the MBL is going to steal the boar. Why would he not steal the boar? He's playing as the Aztecs, and he's MBL. So it looks like he's going to be up one boar. Aztecs flank is a really good flank, especially if you have an extra boar. You do not want the Aztecs in the pocket position at all, so it's a good thing he didn't get pocket, but they'll have a great rush, a militia men-at-arms rush, followed by archers. Maybe we'll see some monks. And then Eagle Warriors late game. Oh boy! MBL! MBL! Gonna take 2 more hits on the scout. And he will get that scout away, but he has lost a lot of HP on it. Might garrison in the town center, try to recoup some of the HP. And he lured this boar, so I guess he's just going to run around with this boar until this one is finished up. Melkor also lost a little bit of HP, losing a little more HP on his scout. I don't know what that was for. Maybe a failed boar lure. So yeah, we have Aztecs for the AM team on the flank. For the other flank, we have Huns. Huns is great pocket or flank, great team game civilization. In the flank, we may see archers. We'll probably see a scout rush. Maybe, maybe not. What's nice is the team bonus now with the 3 versus 3 meta. So if Hart wants to go scouts, he'll also get the team bonus where his stables will work faster. So I expect that to have some nice synergy. Eric can go cavalry archers later on, or paladin. Or maybe Tarkans. And then Hart playing as the Turks pocket. Nice synergy with that scout rush. That makes him a little bit stronger. Maybe in the mid-late game we could see cavalry archers, gunpowder, cavalier, and that gold bonus will help out quite a bit. Doesn't matter that they don't get the elite skirmisher upgrade, and the pikeman upgrade doesn't matter at all on a team game. So decent civilizations, pretty good civilizations, and good positions for the AM team. Melkor playing as the Persians, not a great flank civilization. You want them as your pocket because they're great at knights. Melkor going to take some deer from the north. Got 4 deer in this area. Hope he doesn't keep these villagers. Yeah, there we go. Gonna take the deer down. So not a great flank civilization. They'd like to be going scouts. Let's see what their pocket is. Their pocket is Fëanor playing as the Vietnamese. So I don't know if the Vietnamese player here will be going scouts or how that'll work. I mean, ideally the Persians would like the cavalry, army composition, I suppose. But the strength of the Vietnamese is archers, and you don't want a archer civ in your pocket position, so not a great position. Dogao playing as the Teutons, another cavalry civilization on the flank. Not the best situation for them. They'll have a good scout rush, but they'll want to transition to knights later on. And with the Vietnamese team bonus, I think it's very underrated. You can see exactly where the opponent's town centers are, and interestingly, I remember Melkor running into the town center. That should never happen when you should know where the opponent's town centers are. So that's a nice little bonus that helps formulate your strategies nice and early. I think it's a very underrated bonus. You have to put a little thought into making that bonus more useful than just not running into your opponent's town center. Sure, with 2 lumber lines on the top. Taking 2 with gold. Probably going to go for a men-at-arms rush. Men-at-arms though. Go straight archers? I guess he's going to go straight archers. Okay. Let's 3 farms. No, men-at-arms being upgraded. I'm missing them. There they are. Okay. I'm going to do a men-at-arms rush and going to transition to archers. I think I like this because the pocket will be going scouts. Oh, and this is Fëanor. Fëanor is going to build the... Okay, so this is the solution to that problem we talked about earlier. Fëanor is just going to build the archery range in his ally's base. Okay, makes sense. Sort of. It's a rated game. It's not a tournament game. We'll see how it works. Going to build 2 archery ranges toward the north. Unfortunately, this means that Fëanor won't be helping Melkor at all. And then what is Fëanor going to do with these 2 villagers once they're done with the archery ranges? Build a house. And that archer will help a lot against this man-at-arms rush from Hera. That's for sure. Archers for Vietnamese, very strong. That's 6 extra HP they normally have. Melkor, going to do a quick transition into archers. Looks like he went straight archers. Oh, no. Melkor's KD is 3-1. And what is MBL's KD? 1-3. So I guess we saw a militia battle. And the villager count 27. 27. It's about the same. I guess we saw a militia battle. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, there's some dead bodies here. Oh, there we go. There's the men-at-arms of Melkor. And the men-at-arms of MBL. So, nice quick rush from Melkor. MBL has enough to defend from this, but they're not... His archery range units are not in the right position. This villager might go down. Let's check back at the north side. Scouts from Doya cleaning this up. And now we have scouts from Hart joining the mix. But Fëanor should be enough assistance to help this out. Anyway, I like the strategy from the brothers team. Once again, the cavalry civilizations can do their cavalry, or at least Dogao can. And Fëanor can do his archers, benefiting from their civilization bonuses. But again, this does leave a big weakness in the south, where Melkor is on his own. But Melkor is doing pretty good so far. This is going to be very bad. Oh boy. Going to lose 3 archers for free. Not even getting a single arrow off. And now Melkor needs some help. Might need some help. Got a quicker fletching and padded archer armor, certainly, than MBL. MBL not a great start to this game, at all. Lost that militia battle. His economy doesn't look to be doing in good shape either. That said, MBL has a lot more farms than Melkor, so perhaps MBL sacrificed his army in the early game for a faster castle age. With this archer combo, going to be able to push in on Hera, whose walls are incomplete. Going to get a few volleys off on Hera's archers. Going to take 2 for 1. These villagers are still forward. We asked that question, what are these villagers going to do? Well, they're going to come forward and looks like they're going to be mischievous and maybe build a tower onto Hera's farms. Any players up to the castle age? Oh, not yet. Bloodlines for Hart. Dogao is making bloodlines. It'll be ready soon. And Great Tower. If he gets that tower, can potentially kill the archer ranges. It's on the hill too. Let's see how this fight goes. We have a little bit, maybe of a hill advantage for Hart. But there's just more units in the area for Dogao. That Bloodlines upgrade came in at exactly the right time. These archers are firing downhill. And it looks like Hera might be in a little bit of trouble. If this tower's going to get up on time, these archers going to kill another villager, slowing down that tower. And this tower will get up, just barely. Great play from Fëanor. Fëanor now top scorer in this game. How about on the bottom side? Once again, Melkor, what the hell is he doing? Losing all of his archers for free. Gonna have some more on the bottom. His army split up. It's not looking good. First player up to the castle age is going to be Hart, who built some scouts. Made the Bloodlines upgrade, but didn't do a whole lot after that. And gonna add a second stable, probably for some knights and camels. And these scouts for Dogao, they're deadly. They have Bloodlines. They have +1 armor. Good amount of HP on them. They're going to move around. And Hart has not finished this off. Hart's going to build a few spearmen, a few quick walls. And hope to defend. I don't think Dogao's going to be afraid of a few spearmen. Dogao's also up to the next stage, just a little bit slower, but it's still very good time. What's archery range? Well, that tower really didn't do a whole lot for Fëanor. I guess he was just keeping those villagers busy, forcing a counter tower from his opponent. Oh, these scouts should be able to kill this villager. There we go. We have the archers moving from Hera's base down over towards Hard's base. Gonna bust through that palisade wall and threaten this wood line. Oh boy, you gotta delete these farms. You can't just... Gonna try to make these really weird walls with these houses. More archers coming in. Oh, they're gonna be able to go around, and a tower on the wood line. Scouts are still being mischievous. Let's see if this tower even goes up. There's tons of archers here. It has to go up. So many archers. 4 players up into the next age. Once that's done, I'll see who is not into the next age. Players going up all across the map. Scouts actually moved down towards the bottom, and now we're hitting MBL, who's currently top scorer for the AM team. After a few good army engagements, big raid from MBL, killing tons of villagers in Melkor's base. Melkor down to 43. MBL's only on 35 this game, so he's got to make up for that. Melkor's up to Castle Age, MBL's up to Castle Age, everyone's up to the Castle Age. They're losing a lot of villagers in this raid. And MBL gonna move around, could pick off even more villagers in Melkor. Action happening all across the map. What a great team game this is so far. Fëanor gonna lose all of his archers to the Knights and Archers of Hera. Hera has so many archers, wow. Gonna upgrade those. So I'm pretty comfortable saying how the dynamic of this game is right now. We have better economies, probably for all 3 players on the Brothers team. And for the AM team, worse economies from all 3 players, but much larger armies. So if you have a much larger army, you have to do some damage with it now. And overall, decent score lead for the AM team because of their larger armies. So let's see if this is right with the village numbers. 45, 42, 35, 44, 42, 39. The villagers' numbers not exactly the same, but there was a little bit idle time for all 3 players on the right. Here, crossbow upgrade. Melkor with not a lot of army at all. In fact, only 8 army. And I don't even know where that 8 army is. There it is, down on the bottom. Oh, he's going to have a hard time. He needs a siege workshop to deal with this. And again, still not going to get any assistance from Melkor. Sorry, from Fëanor. 2 knights down on the bottom for Hart. Going to help support these crossbows. Here's that. Oh, no, it's a university. It's not a siege workshop. That's a mistake. Should be a siege workshop. What are you going to upgrade ballistics on for 11 crossbows? And, oh boy, these archers going to kill so many more villages in Melkor. Melkor down to 40, 43, 44. Now MBL going 4 villagers higher than his opponent on the flank. Nice cleanup from Dogao and Fëanor. Where are the Knights of Hart? I guess they're going back. I thought Hart apparently didn't make too many knights. However, he does have 3 town centers at his own base, but unfortunately, that means that MBL is going to lose all of his crossbows. Or maybe that was Hare. Hare is going to lose all of his crossbows. Okay, 60, 52, 53. Much better economies all of a sudden for the AM team. Melkor got a ton of villager kills. Got tons of his villagers killed by MBL. And Dogao might have lost a few as well. Looks like there are a few bodies on the arms. Military count 12, 14, 22. Bigger military for the AM team as well. They've got some pretty good advantages in this game. Looks like Dogao and Hart, about the same amount of knights. They're going to pass by each other, in fact. And that... No, they're going to come back. That's good. You don't want those knights raiding Melkor anymore. Quick walls are not quick enough. Little house going down. And take a look at the economies. We had 3 town centers from Dogao. Theodore on 3 town centers, but not a lot of farms. Melkor is, of course, only on 2 town centers. Going to add a 3rd now, but his economy is very bad. MBL sending some villagers forward. Going to lose 2 of them right away. This one's actually going to get it. Actually, they're going back. My bad. Going back for MBL. Who's going to win this? Vietnamese archers are much stronger. They're in a worse position with those knights right on top of them. And let's see who's going to win this fight. Looks like Hart does not have much faith in his teammate. He's going to run away there. The extra HP does help out quite a bit. And MBL is much farther ahead than Melkor, so it's important that Melkor tries to do some good damage with these crossbows. Look at Hart. Hart's economy's got to be great. Look how many farms he has. He's playing as the Turks. We're going to Cavalier. Unfortunately, it doesn't get Paladin. Here, we're going to switch into Cavalry Archers. Here on what looks to be 2 town centers. I gotta get, no, 3 town centers. I gotta get the mod where it shows the town centers. Hopefully I'll do that for next stream. And a bad time to move out if you're MBL, as all these villagers will go down to the night raids of Dogao. There you go, going to get the knights and move out. Fortunately, the Teutons don't get husbandry, so if Hart has it, then he'll be able to catch out these knights, but looks like Dogao has enough knights anyway. And Dogao are going to run into Fëanor. This has been some good teamwork from the Heresy team, at least a little bit. This is... Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. And I think the brothers might have enough to take this. Yeah, especially with these knights coming in the back. This should be a win for the Heresy team. Is this going to be enough for them to make a comeback? And I know the teal and blue is hard to see. But clearly there are a lot more knights from Dogao. Oh, here we go. Here comes Hare. Hare's got a mobile army. But all 3 armies from the Heresy, from the AM team are split up. Not able to all attack at the same time. Hare and Hart, the first being up into the Imperial Age. Both for the AM team. So it's very important that the brothers team is able to win this fight. And Fëanor adding a few rattan archers. Nice. And archers will be stronger against knights, will be much better against cavalry archers and crossbows. Strong option for Fëanor. Certainly trying to make the best out of his civilization. And +2 armor would help these Ruttans even more. Alright, so the brothers team is able to push out, which is what they need to do. They need to keep their opponents busy, as 2 of them are in the Imperial Age. Certainly only 1. But these cavalry archers have Bracer. They're much more formidable. And it looks like Fëanor might lose his army. Might have overextended a bit. Fëanor now going into the Imperial Age. Looks like he'll be the first for his team. Losing half the army, but only losing the crossbows. The rattan archers actually did get away, which is the important part. They need to hold for the time being. It's going to be very hard. Walls are going to be super important. Dogao's walled most of his map. It's going to be very hard to wall this part. But they need to hold. The 2 castles will help as well. And Fëanor's going to be going into his very strong unique unit. If Dogao can get that castle, that'll even help his position even more. Those cavalry archers look to be the biggest problem. Rattan archers getting leather archer armor. I think they can engage the cavalry archers alone with that upgrade, but not with the cavalier. Down at the bottom, Melkor looks like we have a little castle war. MBL, is he going into the Imperial Age? He's not, actually. And Melkor is. Which is surprising considering how the economies were. Apparently MBL took tons of damage. It's hard to catch everything, as MBL now has less villagers than Melkor. Melkor, well, he's playing as the Persians. The Persians' boom is really good. Able to get out villagers much quicker than normal. Alright, so this is the biggest threat, these cavalry archers and cavalier combination. Castles will be able to help so much. Looks like Dogao deleted that back castle. And if you're Dogao, you want to conserve your knights as much as possible. This will be a late game advantage if the Teutons are able to get up to Paladins and the Turks are only able to get up to Cavalier. Although that said, we do have a Huns player. Alright, Rattan Archer's going to take a little engagement. Not going to win it. He's back. Bracer coming in, chemistry. Okay, only person not to be in the Imperial Age is going to be MPL. Why that's the case, I'm not exactly sure. Look at how many units are streaming towards this area of the map for the AM team. Really trying to pick off this area. These 3 castles really solidifying this area. Making sure more ground isn't lost, but a lot of momentum's been taken away from Dogao. He's only on 80 villagers, upgraded Cavalier and plate burning armor, but we won't see Paladin anytime soon. And they need to stop this. They need to stop the big raid. If the Knights are able to come under these town centers, that might be it for Dogao. He's already pretty weak. And this castle didn't get up. I don't see any way this castle could get up either. There's no villagers in the area. So now Dogao really relying on his teammate Fëanor to clean things up with these Rattan Archers. Looks like this town center will get down and all the villagers as well. And these are Teuton's town centers. They can garrison a lot of villagers. A lot of villagers going to go down. Rattan's able to catch up, but not before a lot of losses are sustained by Dogao. He's now doing the worst in the game. Even though he's doing great in the Castle Age. That's just how it is. And they should they win this game? Well, I don't know. All the knights are down, so the Rattans should do great against the Cavalry Archers with all that armor. Cavalry Archers only doing 1 attack. There's just too many Cavalier for Hard. I think they're going to get overwhelmed. How's things going on the bottom? Looks like MBL was able to take down a castle of Melkor, and then Melkor should be able to take down his castle of MBL. And these Rattans are really doing some work. They're doing okay against the Cavaliers. And if they could ever get towards the Cavalry Archers, then they should kill them as well. This is a bad mistake, I think, if Hera takes this. He underestimates their power. Welcome back, Goldstones. We missed you. This will be a bad engagement for Hera. This is going to be a tough lesson to learn. So if the Cavalry Archers are two-shotting the Rattan Archers, it's not really worth it, and they clearly are. Assuming they all attack the same target, which they're not, Hera's going to lose a lot of Cavalry Archers. And I think at the stage, Hera, you should probably switch to Siege Ram and Paladin. And the Turkish player might be able to switch to Cavalry Archers. But they're not going to lose that momentum to make all those upgrades. Instead, they're going to push right here, right now, against this castle of Fëanor. Fëanor can lose 1 castle. I don't think he can lose 2. Castles coming up from Dogao to solidify this position. These walls stayed up this entire time. I would stonewall behind that, just to solidify things. Dogao's going to have to take some time to boom back and get back into this game. It looks like he's been given resources. Certainly Fëanor won't need any food at this stage. He's already afforded all of his upgrades. So all the food should be given to Dogao for Paladin. Fëanor going to lose that first castle again. I don't think he can lose 2 castles. He needs it for production. Down on the bottom, things are doing okay. Melkor's got the Paladin upgrade. 2 players with Paladin upgrades. That's very strong for the late game. I don't know how... Well, he had that monster economy from earlier. In fact, he's got 145 villagers. So, late game, this Civilization matchup seems to be favoring the Heresy team. I mean, Paladins will obliterate the Aztecs. Rattan Archers doing great against what the Huns are making. Cavaliers not Paladin, so Rattan Archers should do good against them. Rattan Archers are stronger than Arbalest. They have 1 more attack and... Ooh, how much more HP? Either the same or... they have 5 more HP, I think. And I think we're about to see a big momentum shift. Just the army composition of the Brothers team is going to be so much stronger. They still need... I mean, they could still improve it. And certainly, AM can make it a transition switch themselves. It is now see the Turkish player making Hussar and Camel. Not the best. The Hussar tells me that Hart is low on gold because... And he should take that stone too. See Hart trying to put in a lot of gold into making his trade line. Garland War is being done for MBL, but regardless, Paladins still obliterate the Aztecs in every way. What the hell? What the hell is... What the... What is MBL doing? Why in the world would you make Jaguar Warriors? Why? What are you afraid of from the Persians? The Persian longswords? You're afraid of the Vietnamese champions? The Teutonic Knights? What the hell? Did you think this game was so far over that you could troll and make Jaguar Warriors for some reason? I guess so. As these Jaguar Warriors are going to take down the castle. But Jaguar Warriors are going to die to Paladins. I don't know what that decision is. Alright, Dogao, 112 villagers now, so he's doing much better. MBL either deleted villagers or got raided massively. As he's only at 100 villagers. And if you want to make this combination work even better, I think maybe add some elephants if you're a Fëanor and can afford it. Probably can't afford it right now. The Rattans are working great. It should be a big raid onto Melkor. His base is so exposed. And that castle did go down. MBL's got so many Jaguar Warriors. What the hell? I guess if it works, it works. They're not the worst unit against Paladins. They have more attack than Paladins. And, actually, come to think of it, what... You're not going to go Aztec Pikeman against Paladin, I guess. So, I guess Jaguar Warrior works. I guess a smart decision from Melkor, from MBL, I'll give him that. Look at how many units are running into Melkor's base. It's terrible. The Tan Archer's going to be very slow to catch up. We'll do a lot of good work against these Hussar. I think just leave the Rattan Archers there and just not enough reinforcements. It's going to take them forever to catch up. Almost no trade at all for the Brothers team. There's one market just gone up. We have 5 trade cards in total. 4 trade cards for the Brothers team. Look at the trade for AM. We have 80 trade cards total. I think this game is over. Just the Brothers team, I think they had a better combination, late game combination, but they were not able to stop the momentum of AM before they were able to wreck Dogao, and now they're wrecking Melkor. Very interesting game. We saw the Jaguar Warrior. We saw a lot of Rattan Archers. We saw the Pocket Vietnamese player going for archer ranges in Dogao's base, and they stuck with it. They were pretty even in the game until Castle Age. I think on the bottom, a few throws from Melkor changing the game. That's why Melkor is in such a bad position he is right now. Melkor throwing his archers away one too many times against MBL. And I don't think there's any coming back from this. The trade number is ridiculous. Although that said, I think they just... Oh, my bad, I was reading castles. But still, the same point. Still about 20 more trade cards from the AM team. Not as dire as I made it out to seem. Although that could change any second, as these cavalry archers are killing a lot of trade cards. Any glimmers of hope for the Brothers team? Oh, I don't see it. 152 villagers for Dogao, so he can help support the 30 villagers of Melkor. A little. Make that 30 villagers feel like 50. Look at how many bodies are there. God damn. Give me some nasty vegetables from those farms. Alright, I think that's it. So, not necessary that the AM team make any transitions to their strongest army compositions. This is not the strongest army composition for the AM team, but it's the one that had the momentum. And it's the one that did the damage now. Again, ideal composition for the AM team. Paladin from the Huns. Turks would go heavy cavalry archer, but the Sipahi upgrade. And I guess the Aztecs would go Jaguar warrior, I don't know. Why MBL is so cautious and standing on that hill, I don't know. MBL's playing his own game, that's what he's doing. Alright, finally he's gonna come in. And there's the good game. Good game, everyone. Alright, hope you enjoyed that game. And take a look at the achievements. Here we go. More units killed for heart. Best one. I don't know how much you can say about these achievements. Gold. Timeline. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time.